Hey, this is Mike with Mike's Pressure Washing out of Trenton, Ohio, and today we're going to do a review on the M5 Twist spray nozzle, so stay tuned. Joe Deary is this really cool guy out of Putnam, Connecticut. I believe the name of his business is Powerful Improvements, and I think that's the name of his YouTube channel as well. So down to earth, relaxed, gets the job done, and does amazing videos in the pressure washing field. I will go on record and say, fair warning, he's not much to look at, but his videos are good. Also, he's a Yankee, so how solid of a guy could he really be? You know what I mean? On his word, I thought I would give the M5 Twist a chance. For the longest time, I've been using that cheap Walmart blue tip that, quite honestly, really gets the job done. I find them for about $3 a piece at one of my little tool stores that you find at one of those strip malls. But Joe recommended that I get the M5 Twist, and so I pulled the trigger, and at about 80 bucks, I got it just the other day. I thought I would start by doing a side-by-side comparison of both the blue tip and the M5 Twist in different positions. And here you see the blue tip in open position. Lots of volume, it gets all the way to the top of the one story, but it's not very consistent in its flow. Whereas the M5 Twist does the same job, but see how wide that the fan spray is. Very consistent from top to bottom and very streamlined in its flow. Here's another example of the M5 Twist in open mode. The fan tip does a great job, reaches pretty high as well. One of my questions concerning the M5 Twist was how high would it shoot and how tight would the spray pattern be at 3 and 4 stories. Here we see the M5 Twist at the height of about 3 stories. It has lots of volume and it does reach the peak, but it's not very tight, lots of overspray. Whereas in comparison to the shooter tip that I purchased from Guy Blackman for about 35 bucks, it reaches well beyond the top and is very tight. I'm going to give the M5 Twist a 10 out of 10 for open mode. The fan spray was absolutely wonderful. I really liked that. However, trying to reach those 3rd and 4th story peaks proved to be quite difficult, especially if there was any kind of wind. And so it's not the end all to your J-Rod. You're still going to have some kind of shooter tip. And for that reason, for height, I'm going to give it a 6.5 to 7. There's one element, however, that really sold me on the M5 Twist, and that was concrete cleaning. I don't think I can put my green tip and wand back in the truck forever. However, it did a great job at removing general algae from this porch. And then also from this foundation, it did a great job. You can see that the M5 Twist has some sort of oscillation in it that allows it to remove some pretty heavy debris. I was quite pleased with that. Were there any real negatives to the M5 Twist? Yes. Let me share 2 of those with you. In fully open position, the M5 Twist has this really weird star type pattern that makes a mess everywhere. You have to turn it about 1/4 of a turn in order to get it to be a nice tight fan pattern. Not a big deal, but nonetheless, not something I liked. The second thing is the weight. The blue tip is super ultra light, but you get what you get for $3. And then the M5 Twist, on the other hand, is a killer at just about 1/2 pound. Doesn't seem like a lot, but over the period of a day, it can get a little bit heavy. Again, the M5 Twist is not the end all to your J-Rod, but I do think I can put the blue tip back in the truck and just keep it there just in case something happens to my M5 Twist. I'm definitely glad that I bought it even at the $80 price tag in March of 2021. I want to thank Joe Deary for turning me on to the M5 Twist, and I do want to say he's not such a bad guy even if he is a Yankee. I just said that. And real quickly, an update on the FlowPro downstream remote control bypass thingamabob. I absolutely love it. I've got several projects under belt and it's worked flawlessly. Today I did this 2-story house complete from start to finish and never once for any reason had to go back to the truck. That alone is worth the $600 price tag. So I'm looking to save some time there. Thank you, Judd West, for the FlowPro, and thank you, Joe Deary, for turning me on to the M5 Twist. Next time, we're going to do a review of these shirts that I purchased from FinPrint out of Canada, and that should be fun. As always, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell button if you want to be reminded of future videos. As always, thanks for watching, and wash on.